In sight for the government shutdown. A live look right now at Washington, D.C., where the Senate is meeting. A Democrat signed on to a plan that would reopen the government and give them a guaranteed future vote on extending health care subsidies.
Today, it benchmarks the first time in history that air traffic controllers and other aviation safety professionals we represent have now received two $0 paychecks, 41 days without pay.
That's the president of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association, Nick Daniels. And today he blasted lawmakers for the shutdown and forcing federal workers to make difficult decisions. KIRO 7's Ranji Sinha watched that briefing, and as leaders made it clear, the flying public is in danger. Every day, air traffic controllers aren't paid.
Well, the head of the Air Traffic Controllers Association said the shutdown is putting more stress on air traffic controllers that are working in facilities and towers like this across America. The shutdown is making flying more dangerous every day it drags on.
I was a little concerned, so I'm hoping to avoid all of that and make sure that I get my flight on time.
Joshua Furley is flying from SEA and hoping the government shutdown doesn't mess up his layover. That's all a traveler should have to worry about, but with fewer air traffic controllers watching the skies and others working without pay, travelers have to be concerned about safety.
No American should ever be forced to work without a paycheck.
At a media conference this morning, the union repping air traffic controllers blasted the shutdown and forcing controllers to think about their own survival.
It's now a dinner time conversation with my kids on prioritizing bills. Yesterday, my kids asked me how long we could stay in our house. Having to answer that question was heartbreaking.
The union estimates this past weekend air traffic controllers managed 7.3 million passengers with 3,800 fewer people staffing their posts. The situation was so dire this past Friday, the first day of flight reductions, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy acknowledged the danger of not having air traffic controllers who are not at their best.
We have more complaints from pilots about stress from air traffic controllers and more complaints about the lack of responsiveness from controllers.
Daniel says the only way to ensure safe skies is to end the shutdown and pay the air traffic controllers. Even if it does reopen, he thinks controllers won't see back pay or overtime pay they've accrued for several months.
Congress must act immediately and end the government shutdown.
At SEA, Ranji Sinha, KIRO 7.